Hi guys, there were some questions regarding how to do mixing on a Devo 7E. I put together a basic test robot with two servos. The left servo is connected to the elevator, and the right servo is connected to the aileron on the receiver. Um, on the transmitter, the elevator and the aileron is the up and down, and the left and right. Um, so, up and down controls the left motor, left and right controls the right hand motor. Before doing mixing, we need to figure out what we want each of the servos to do in regards to the actual stick. So, key thing to know with this transmitter is the up is a positive signal, down is a negative signal, left is a positive signal, and right is a negative signal. So, in order to go forwards, we need to figure out how each of the motors is currently responding. So, when we move the stick up, which is the positive signal, it's the left wheel moves forwards, and when we move the stick right, the right hand motor is moving forwards, which is a negative signal. So, just on this little diagram, I'm just going to make a note to myself. So to go forwards, it needs a positive signal on the left hand motor and a negative signal on the right hand motor. Right. So for basic tanks here, to go forwards, you need both the left and right motor to go forwards. The For reverse, both reverse. For left, we need the left hand wheel to go backwards and the right hand wheel to go forwards. And to turn right, we need the left hand wheel to go forwards and the right hand wheel to go backwards. Okay, so for the left hand wheel, which is connected to the elevator, in order to go forwards, it needs a positive signal, and upwards is a positive signal. So plus and plus equals plus. Now, for turning left and right, when it turns left, which is the positive signal, it needs to go backwards. So if it's forwards is positive, it's logically backwards is negative. So positive signal, negative output means we need it to be negative. For the right hand motor, which is connected to the aileron on the receiver, for forwards, it needs to have a negative signal on the motor, and but forwards on the transmitter is a positive signal. So a positive and a negative signal is negative, and to turn left, which is a positive signal on the transmitter, we need it to go forwards, which is a negative signal, and again, positive signal, negative output equals negative. Okay, so how does that make sense on the transmitter? Okay, so from this screen, which is the basic screen, we need to press enter to go into the menu. We go into the model menu, and we go into the mixer. So because I've got the elevator set first, we'll do that first. So you scroll down with the you scroll down with the this down button until you get to where it says simple underneath elevator, and press enter to enter. It's not a simple, so you need to scroll to the right to get complex. We want 2 mixers on page 1. The source is elevator and the mux is replace, which is fine. And it's also that line means it's a positive signal. It also means the scale is plus 100, and that's fine. So we need to go to page 2, and we want to add a signal. Yes, we want to add the aileron, and in order to invert the signal, you go to scale and you turn that from plus 100, you press the left hand button until it says minus 100. And if you overshoot like I do, you can just press the right hand button to bring it back. Okay, and that should be correct. Press save. Okay, that's the routes are slightly moving because of probably some of the trimming. So far what we've got there is that forwards and backwards it's still just moving the left-hand motor, but left and right is currently moving it forwards and backwards because whilst left is moving it backwards, which is what we want, the right hand wheel we haven't done anything with yet. The reason for that, I wanted to do the elevator first, is also because if you notice the aileron is both negative, and as you saw, changing the scale is a lot of work. A lot of work with the left-hand buttons. It's not that much work, but if there's an easier solution, you should always go for it. So instead of just doing exactly what we just did and just setting both to negative, one thing you can do is you can highlight on where it says aileron and just simply under reverse, just simply reverse the signal, which means that when we go to its setting, simple, and just basically exactly the same as we did before, complex, set 2 mixers. First is replacing aileron, and in this case forwards, because forwards is now reversed. If you reverse a negative, it's a positive. And go to page 2. If you want to add the elevator, again positive because we're reversing positive, we're reversing negative to make it positive, and we save that. If we now go to the robot, forwards is forward, probably needs a bit of trimming, left is left, right is right. Okay. If you have any questions, please let me know.